Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Updates and teasers for the Young and the Restless hint that Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, might be about to discover something startling. Adam has the ability to ruin 5 lives by disclosing a big secret if the present plot is going to treachery. Phyllis had already begun to yearn for Billy. Even before her terrifying kidnapping incident, viewers know that Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, had fallen in love with Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. Phyllis was surprised to discover that she was having dreams about Billy around this period. After Billy saved her in her hour of need, she has become even more attracted to him after her rescue. Billy will serve as Phyllis's vital pillar of support in the next episodes, becoming the one person she can really count on. With Phyllis and Billy's growing bond, it's obvious that the series is building to something big. On the horizon, temptation. These ex-lovers are probably about to experience some temptation, which might lead to Billy and Phyllis caving into their cravings. Their renewed bond may drive them beyond certain lines, whether they kiss or pursue it further. Adam will keep pursuing Billy in his job because he still wants to get revenge on him. But he might also see an opportunity to go after Billy more personally. Adam might find out Billy and Phyllis's secret if they do end up having a passionate time together or perhaps being physical. Adam might play dirty. It's easy to imagine Adam turning to deceitful means, like recording a covert kiss or something. He might decide to make the scandal public or at the very least show Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, that Billy isn't the devoted companion she thinks he is. Adam might be able to ruin the lives of 5 people by using Phyllis and Billy's unsuitable relationship against them. Sally, Billy, Phyllis, Chelsea Lawson, played by Melissa Claire Egan, and even Adam himself may be affected by the consequences. Chelsea might even approach Adam, implying that his resentful plans are actually driven by his unresolved feelings for Sally. Billy could be dumped by Sally. Billy might wonder if he should stay with Phyllis once Sally decides to break up with him. This would undoubtedly cause a great deal of emotional distress for both of them. Whatever happens, Billy and Phyllis's relationship seems to be building to a scandal. If that's the case, someone will eventually come clean about any infidelity, and Adam might be that someone. Future spoilers indicate that Adam will reveal more details about Billy's upcoming problems, so stay tuned for any exciting new information. Make sure to stay up to date on all of the current events with Y&R. For news, updates, and spoilers about the Young and the Restless, return here frequently. Mariah performed admirably in her new position at Sharon's redesigned business at the athletic club. In the dining room, Mariah welcomed the journalists and explained that the kickoff would be a celebration rather than a press junket. Mariah brought a brown paper-wrapped poster, and Tessa accompanied her. Mariah clarified that the mystery item was a surprise that Sharon would soon reveal, despite Tessa's insatiable curiosity. Mariah requested that a waiter conceal the poster in the living room. While whispering that Tessa would have to wait like everyone else, Mariah gave her a kiss. Devin put off making decisions at Chancellor Winters on ideas Billy was keen to put into action. Devin asserted that he hadn't had time to consider every possibility. Billy recalled Nate's disillusionment at the lack of acceptance of his ideas. Billy reminded Devin that, in contrast to Nate, he had years of expertise. In response, Devin said, "I'm aware of that, Billy. Not always successful, though." Billy cautioned Devin against waiting too long because some of his ideas had a deadline. Devin adamantly refused to be hurried. Abby and Chelsea showed up decked out in glitzy clothing. Billy told Abby that he could use a little fun and hoped she would persuade Devin to leave the workplace early. Abby said that she and Devin would be attending Sharon's new company's launch party. Devin's look conveyed his disapproval of Chelsea's request when she said, "Us, too. Double date?" Billy and Chelsea left when Devin said he had emails to check. Devin was questioned by Abby about working with Billy. Devin clarified that although he expected Billy to get used to working with Jack, Billy was used to it. Chelsea questioned Billy about Devin after they left, pointing out that their relationship had appeared strained. Billy clarified that his business style and Devin's were different. Devon, who had not anticipated Billy's return to the company at Jill's request, had been distant, Billy said. When Devon worked with Lily and Jill, he had more freedom, Billy said Chelsea. Billy pointed out that Devon would need to get used to the return of both Nate and himself as well as the arrival of Chance and Mamie. Diane and Jack got up and went to the Abbott residence to witness the opening of Sharon's new company. After Mariah left Jabot to live with her mother, Diane talked about the tragic loss of Mariah. They couldn't blame Mariah for wanting to work with relatives, Jack said. Diane suggested that it could be time for Jack to elevate his son since Kyle had abandoned the scheme to deceive Tucker. Diane was not happy and asked for her son, pointing out that Kyle had shown himself during the conflict with Tucker. Jack responded, "There's plenty of time for that." Diane pouted as Jack hurried out the door. Nick called Sharon the woman of the hour when he greeted her at the jazz lounge. Faith and Noah's bouquet of flowers was given to Sharon by Nick. Both of her children had called her earlier, Sharon added, admiring the roses. "I'm really doing this, aren't I?" exclaimed Sharon when Nick presented her with a nameplate for her desk that read CEO. Nick reassured her that he and their kids couldn't be more proud. Sharon boasted about Mariah, saying that having her daughter on her squad was a blessing. "I had a dream that helped me put things in perspective," Sharon recalled, adding that part of her dream had come true. Nick and Sharon were met by Adam and Sally. Adam asked Sharon if the subject of the event would represent dreams coming true after hearing her remark about dreams. Nick gave an eye roll. Taking a deep breath, Sharon greeted Adam and Sally warmly. "Nick and Adam were made co-CEOs at Newman Enterprises," Sharon said. Adam responded, looking at Sally, that he usually had to put in a lot of effort to achieve what he desired. Nick reminded Adam that Sharon was the main focus of the evening. Both Adam and Nick were given credit by Sharon for their early contributions when she was developing a vision for her business. Sally's design business was doing really well, Adam observed. In response, Sally said, "Thanks to Nick's investment." Sharon informed Sally that Adam was once again her biggest admirer when Nick and Adam left to buy glasses of champagne. The same could be said about Sharon and Nick, Sally said, adding that she was cautiously optimistic about their relationship. In response, Sharon said that Nick was her date and that he was always there for her when she needed him. From the other side of the room, Sally saw Nick grinning at Sharon. Later, when they were alone, Adam and Sally drank champagne and remembered that they had met Nick. When Nick ran into them when she and Adam were heading upstairs together, Sally claimed he appeared unharmed. Adam inquired about Sally's thoughts on Nick spotting them together in public. Sally drew Adam in for a kiss and exclaimed, "It's wonderful." Chelsea and Billy were greeted by Adam and Sally. Adam informed Chelsea that Connor had stopped receiving A's in his academics. Chelsea clarified that Connor needs some time to get used to a new school and find his groove. Connor was a wonderful child, according to Sally. Chelsea acknowledged that Connor liked Sally's. Adam saw that Billy was no longer in Jabot. "My job at Jabot had lasted longer than Adam's," Billy retorted. Adam boasted that Newman Enterprises had promoted him to co-CEO. After entering the jazz lounge, Abby and Devon stopped at the bottom of the stairs. Devon inquired about Abby's identity. "It might be awkward to run into Chance," Abby said. Abby expressed her confidence that Chance wouldn't miss Sharon's special evening. After looking around, Devon claimed not to have seen Chance. Abby appeared perplexed by Chance's lack of presence. Mariah gave Sharon a glass of champagne and told her that Nick was occupied with muckety-mucks. Before she spoke, Mariah told Sharon to socialize. Diane and Jack showed up. Jack praised Sharon and gave her a cheek kiss. Diane said it would be hard for Jabot to replace Mariah. Mariah's suggestion to send digital invitations was commended by Jack. Jack grinned and agreed when Mariah shrugged and asked, "I mean, how are you going to launch a tech company with paper invites?" Jack welcomed Chelsea and Billy, telling Billy that his new position seemed to fit him well. Billy claimed to have no grievances. Abby and Devon joined them, and Diane, who had heard Billy, said, "How nice for you." They had been talking about Billy's new position at Chancellor Winters, Jack informed Devon. Devon observed that Billy had jumped right in. I expected nothing but success, Abby interrupted. Chelsea concurred. Diane said she was worried about what Tucker was about to do with Jabot. Devin clarified that he had stopped communicating with Tucker. Jack remembered that Ashley thought Tucker's only hope was his bond with Devin and Dom. Tucker would have to save himself, Devin observed. Reminding her companions that it was Sharon's big night, Abby raised her glass. Jack asked Chelsea in private how Billy was doing. You really love your brother, don't you? Chelsea asked with a smile. Jack claimed that he believed Billy had acted rashly because of his feelings for Jack. Chelsea acknowledged that she thought Billy had benefited from quitting Jabot. Jack was surprised. Chelsea clarified that Billy didn't need Jack's approval to be innovative, he could do it on his own. Jack pointed out that Billy benefited from spending time with Chelsea as well. Adam and Sally spoke with Jack and Diane. Jack questioned the pair about his assumption that Adam and Sally had managed to resolve their differences. Adam retorted that Sally and he were on the right track. Sally grinned. Jack seemed happy. Devin asked Mariah and Tessa about Arya across the room. According to Mariah, Arya was doing fantastically well and her hearing aids were operating flawlessly. Tessa boasted that every time she sang to Arya, she would reply. Mariah inquired about Dom. Devin claimed that every day his youngster surprised him by learning something new. Devin, Mariah, and Tessa were joined by Abby. Regarding Dom's music lessons, Tessa inquired. When Mariah and Tessa had to leave quickly to attend to urgent matters, Abby volunteered to forward the information. Abby informed Devin that she had observed his unease when Tessa brought up Dom's music class. Devin was questioned by Abby if Tucker had returned. Devin claimed that Tucker had not, clearly having taken his advice to avoid him. Devin had been disappointed, so Abby questioned whether he had pulled a face. Devin said that Tucker had fulfilled his request exactly, therefore he was not disappointed. When Adam showed up with Sally as his date, Sharon commended Nick for not responding. Nick noted that Adam was ecstatic since he had won back both Sally's and Victor's favor. In response to Adam's connection with Sally, Nick appeared a little tense, according to Sharon. Nick acknowledged that he was afraid Adam would blow things out of proportion or do anything to harm Sally. Nick joked that if Adam was content, he might not cause trouble at work. Nick stated he hoped that by wishing out loud, he had not cursed himself. Sharon chuckled. Mariah called everyone's attention and presented Sharon. Following applause from the audience, Sharon greeted her visitors and expressed gratitude for their support. For organizing the occasion, Sharon personally thanked Mariah Copeland. In addition, Sharon expressed gratitude to Nick Newman, saying that even though he was no longer employed by her, he had been instrumental in assisting her in realizing her objectives. Sharon declared that light might shine from dark places and stated that she would prefer not to think back on how she came to own the business. As part of her plan to make a positive impact on the world, Sharon declared, "I am relaunching the company I inherited as a brand new venture." She also mentioned that 50% of all revenues would go to causes that are important to her, such as educating people about adolescent alcohol addiction. Sharon disclosed that Faith, her daughter, had asked for help for the cause. In addition, Sharon listed the Abbott Winters Foundation, Delia's Foundation, and New Hope as additional recipients of funds, free software, and free technology assistance. Sharon declared that she had changed the name of her business to reflect a shift from its previous moniker. Sharon unveiled a poster bearing the name and emblem of the business. Nick broke down as Abby saw Sharon sob, "I give you Cassidy First Technology." Mariah came up to Nick and gave him a hug. Sharon gave Nick and Mariah a smile. Later, Sharon went up to Devin and Billy and shared her latest dream with them. According to Sharon, Cassidy First had teamed up with Chancellor Winters in her dream, fusing their content and technologies. Devin and Billy were approached by Sharon if they would be interested in forming a partnership. Billy expressed his desire to hear more. Devin acknowledged their interest and said they would arrange a meeting to discuss it further. Nick was looking at the poster when Sharon joined him. Nick was asked by Sharon if he liked the new name of the company. "It's perfect. The name, your whole mission. You're building something special." Nick responded, "I didn't expect to get all misty-eyed at your cocktail party." Sharon stated she felt as though Cassie had been guiding her and that she was still involved in their lives on a daily basis. "I've never been more in awe of Sharon," Nick said. Nick and Sharon stood together, taking in the name and emblem displayed on the banner heralding Cassidy First Technologies' debut.